to the channel. Welcome back to Off Tap Life. Always a pleasure to be rocking and rolling for all you beautiful people around the globe. Guys, it is time to do a video that I know some of you are really excited to see, because now that we've got the new baby in the garage, it's time to figure out what's the future plans. What are we going to do? I know a lot of you guys are wondering, am I going to work my magic like I did before? And the answer is yes. Yes, indeed. You guys already know we freaking, gotta do that. That's how I roll. If you've seen my previous cars, you know that I've always been into fixing them up and making them look extra sexy and stuff like that. And this car will be no exception. So we've got to basically break it down into three stages. The first stage of what we're going to do to the Beamer is basically just get it running right. We need to make sure it is running right. We need to make sure that there's no issues with just the basic, simple fundamental of running smoothly. So that will be the first thing, just all the mechanical stuff, making sure all of that is tidy, everything is good. These cars are famous for having cooling system issues, and so that would be the first thing, to really just make sure stuff like that is all buttoned up and taken care of, so that we do not have any catastrophic failures engine-wise moving forward or anything like that. That is important. I think that should always be anyone's priority, is just to make sure mechanically your car is just perfect, right? That's stage one. Stage two is then to just, I think, maybe cosmetically fix up some of the basic quirks that is, needs to be fixed on this bad boy. There's like the back window, for example, with the duct tape. I mean, that is not sexy whatsoever. I mean, we definitely got to fix that. We got to fix things like this, where there's like rubber missing around the antenna. I mean, I'd probably like to even do a antenna delete probably, and just putty that up and then paint over it. There is dents, like not necessarily dents, but there's a few little imperfections. Like there's one there on the bumper that needs to be taken care of, and there is this paint coming off the mirror here, which doesn't really matter because I'm going to replace these mirrors anyways. And then there is the fender here that has a little bit of a scratch kind of thing happening there. That just kind of goes like there, a little bit of a scratch, but a lot of that will buff out. But just get that all fixed at the same time. It shouldn't be that difficult. And that there. So mainly that's the main things cosmetically as far as the car goes that needs to kind of be taken care of on the outside. On the inside, you guys know we've got the driver's seat here that has a few rips and things in it. Basically 1, 2, and then a little one there. The other seats don't have any, which is pretty cool that they don't have any, but you need to have the front ones match. So either, I don't know if I'm well, at this stage I'm not sure if I'm going to basically try to just fix this or just swap seats over. So if I find some seats, it might be cheaper to just swap them over. And then the center console thing there, a little bit of leather wearage there. The door trim over there is coming off a little bit. The glove compartment, part of it's hanging off. That needs to just be, that could probably be glued back on though. And this here, part of the trim has come off on the door here as well. So that's pretty much the things on the inside of the car. The top, when I fixed the top, over there, the back part of the top is kind of coming off. I think that just velcros back on though. But that's basically what we need to do as far as cosmetics go. And then after the cosmetic stage is the fun part, is when we start tweaking the modified stuff. And actually we could put that into two separate stages as well, because I think there's engine performance that has to be one. One of the things I want to do is I want to do a manual swap on the car, manual conversion, because it's auto. I've got it, and I knew it was auto, but I thought, I could probably just get a manual conversion instead, because it's a lot easier to do that than try to find a manual one of these days. These cars are starting to become really super rare, and any ones that you find generally are auto. The manual stuff is just really rare these days, so that will be something that happens. I also want to drop a turbo on the engine internally, and I want to change the manifold over, put like a M50 manifold on. That's going to help give it extra horsepower. Between just changing the manifold and the manual conversion alone, that's going to probably give me about like 70 more horsepower, just like that. And then dropping the turbo on, and depending what tune and what size turbo and all that kind of stuff we do, we're talking like just, I'd be happy with, you know, we'll probably go to like 400 horsepower. I'll be happy with that. Currently the car's stock in its form. This car came with about 200 horsepower from the factory. So, you know, it's going to be nice to have that extra horsepower and really get it bumped up. We're going to double it basically. So we're basically going to double the horsepower. That's the goal. And then of course, outside of engine, stage 4, you have also just your appearance on the outside. So body kit, put an M3 kit on this bad boy. Put a wing on the back. I love my wings. I've seen a convertible, one of these done up with the wing, and it's freaking just solid, looks really good. Some M3 side skirts, of course, change the rims. You gotta get better wheels, because these wheels are 16s for starters, and they're stock. And yeah, that's just 2 no-nos for me. It's double the no-no action for me. But other than that, man, like I think that's the main things. I'll change the headlights over, put some halo beamer ones, really nice LED ones with projectors and stuff like that. I'll change the fog lights over. I'll change the tail lights over as well, which is something that, because I've had an E36 before, guys. I've had a not a convertible, it was the hardtop one, and I did like every single thing you could do to modify that bad boy. I did everything to it. The upholstery was orange and white with leather with BMW engraved in it and stuff like that. Like everything that could be done was done. It was so dope. So this car is going to get all the loving. Oh, you know, I also forgot to the steering wheel. The steering wheel needs some loving as well. That's coming off. So yeah, basically that is the plans. That's what's going to happen, and I'm really excited about all of that. It's going to be super cool. And yeah, guys, like basically I think that's it. I think that's what we're doing. I think that's the future plans for this car. This car is something that I want to keep, so whatever we do to it, I basically want to keep this car, because like I said, they are becoming very rare. This car has hit classic status in most places. Over here it has definitely. Over here it's a classic, considered classic now, which is really cool. So these cars are going to continue to become even more and more rare. And you know, any work we do into this and stuff, I would like to know that it's because we're planning on keeping this bad boy, you know, so showing it the love that it deserves and all that good stuff. Anyways, I'm in this video. That's the plans, and we'll have more content coming soon. If you're new, subscribe, all that beautiful stuff. And as always, remember to live each moment to the fullest and to keep it off tap. We're out. In case I don't want to freaking fall and drop everything on film, that just sucks. Alright guys, we're going to do a little mission right now. Alright, this is just for you guys. We're gonna get out of here!
We gotta get out of here! I'll catch you guys later for another vlog!